got a chance to play a lot of young guys. I thought that was good. We did make some mistakes, some of those young backs and so forth, but overall it's always good to get some guys on the field. You know, our goal was to come out and try to be aggressive early and be physical and try to get get what we need to get done and get some guys in there that can get some reps. And I think we did a nice job of that. You know, for the most part, we didn't have any penalties that I know of. So, anybody remember an offensive penalty? I don't. So I thought that was an improvement. You know, we had some penalties the first game. We made a really big emphasis of that. Ball security, obviously, we're not happy with that. Our guys have got to do a better job protecting the ball, and that'll be a point of emphasis this week, especially when you get into SEC play. You know, if you protect the ball, you're going to have a chance, an opportunity, and we got to do a better job of that. But overall, good effort. We reestablished, we were able to run the football, which we should have been able to, and I was really pleased with that. I thought our guys accepted that challenge, got the hats on the right people for the most part. They gave us a few different looks they hadn't shown before, some extra guys in the box, and I thought our guys did a pretty nice job of adjusting. So excited about getting another win. Anytime you can win, especially at home here in front of our fans, that's good. And now, obviously, we get into SEC play, and you know, we got some momentum, and ready to get started for this week.
Cord hadn't played in many years. For him to get out there in a game, what did you see?
Yeah, I think that was huge. I mean, you know, he's I guess 5 years, 6 years he hasn't played, so that was his first snap in a long time in a live setting in a game, and thought he handled himself well. He had one mistake there. Miscommunication, communicating something, but other than that, he was good and handled himself well. I thought he handled himself with poise, and you know, hopefully he'll continue to develop.
How do you evaluate the offensive line, especially when you get to the second unit? And did that give you anything further to consider with the center position in particular going forward?
Yeah, I thought Nick Brahms did some good things. He showed some ability to move people and you know, get some movement at the point of contact, which I thought was good. I still think Caleb had a nice game, did some good stuff. So we'll continue to rep both those guys. And you know, at the end of the day, it's a long season. You're going to need them both probably at some point. So you know, but I really was pleased with the way Nick performed, and hopefully he'll continue to get better too.
How important was it just to get him some reps in a game?
Really important, yeah, for him. I mean, you know, he didn't get it the first week, so now he's had some live reps in a game situation. You know how it is with all the adrenaline and things that go along with it. You want to make sure that guys get those opportunities, so I thought that was really big for Nick.
You touched on the fumbles, but
yeah,
were you pleased with how Booby kind of bounced back after that fumble?
You know, I was. Nobody felt worse about it than Booby for sure. And really, the safety came in from across the field and really put the hat right on the ball. But at the end of the day, we got to make sure we protect it. That's what we do. You know, backs here at Auburn have done a great job of protecting the ball. The really good ones that have played here. And Booby and I had a great conversation about that. If you want to be really good down the road, you got to make sure that's not something that becomes you know, something that happens a lot, you know, and we got to make sure we do a better job of that. But he's still a young player. He'll continue to improve, and I know you know, that'll be a point of emphasis for him too.
Just that running back position overall, a lot of different bodies through 3 weeks. How do you kind of, I guess, focus that heading into SEC play?
Well, I think we got an idea, you know, the guys that we're going to play early on and see how the game goes. I do think Sean Shivers came in and gave us a lift. You know, he gave us a little spark there that I thought was really nice, and he's an electric guy. I think Booby and Cam both did some good things. We got to make sure that those guys continue to improve and get the reps. We're going to need them. But yeah, I was impressed with that. Asa got in and put the ball on the ground one time, but he did a really good job blocking on several other plays. So I think between those four and see how things play out.
So look.
Is Joyner going to have some kind of role too?
It just depends. You know, we were in a situation the other night where we got him Wildcat and needed him to step in there and not use Chandler or Booby anymore. So that's kind of where we went with that.
Just looking ahead to this week, how different is LSU now that they've lost obviously their primary pass rusher? How different are they from game one to what you were able to see from last night?
You know, I hadn't watched them yet, to be honest with you. We just put this game to bed, and so we'll start on that tonight. You know, so I really can't answer that.
How did Austin Troxell do stepping in at right guard?
Really good. Pleased with him overall. I thought he did a nice job. You know, his first time game action at guard. He's a gigantic human being, so I mean, he can do a lot of good things. He's got to continue to get his technique. Technique's a little different playing inside than it is at tackle. So I think he's getting used to that. But you know, he's got a bright future. He's a guy that can play. He's a really smart guy. Can play a couple of different places.
How much was he repping at guard there?
All week, yeah. all week. You talking about practice?
Yeah, I mean, how much work has he gotten there?
Yeah.
Just in fall in general.
No, he's repped this past week and a little in fall camp, I think. So, you're always trying to make sure you rep different guys in case things happen, and so we just felt like it was a good opportunity to get him some reps there, and it paid off.
Speaking of Booby, he was recruited at other positions by some people. Did y'all see him as a running back from the get-go?
Yeah, when I first got here in that January, he was a guy that I know Kevin really liked as a defensive possibility player, and we were just in a situation where we had another scholarship, and we wanted an offensive player that, and Booby wanted to play offense. So when I called him and we talked to him, and Kevin got him on the phone, his deal, he wanted to play offense, and obviously right down the street from where he's from, and we weren't sure exactly where he might fit, but I think he's found his home at running back.
How are Will Hastings and Eli Stowe feel, the day after finally get back on the field?
Yeah, they feel good. I think, they got a few reps. I think just enough to kind of get the feeling back and so forth. That we did throw one at Will. They covered pretty good, but I think they feel good. They didn't show any signs today of anything other than they're okay.
Do you think Will still has that speed, and do you think, those guys will be available for LSU?
I do, yeah. I do.
How does their return impact the 3 and the 2 positions as far as Will obviously was the starter there,
Yep.
Eli was fixing it, but you played Schwartz obviously the 2 behind
Yep.
Ryan, so where they kind of.
I think it'll be situational probably as much as anything. Situational, the one thing about Eli and Will, they've played a lot. They got a lot of reps. They're experienced guys, veterans, and veterans are you can't substitute. Guys that have played. I mean, that experience is huge. So.
Chip, as a play caller, we talked about all these different running backs. There's 7 or 8 different wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
How does that change things when there's a lot of different opportunities and possibilities?
Like I said, it's more situational. We feel like we know our guys and what they can do well, and we try to put them in the best position to do that, and we'll continue to do that same thing.
You mentioned
After the
Shivers.
second- After the second half, that LSU last year, the offense got kind of stagnant. What are you going to have to do to avoid?
You know what? It's last year, so we're kind of looking at 2018. Go ahead.
You mentioned Shivers. How did he do overall, and what was your impression of him?
Shivers?
Yes.
Yeah. He's what he is in practice every day. Explosive, plays extremely hard, hard to tackle, is competitive. I really think he shows all that. He brings a little spark. It's fun to watch him play.
How many running backs can you realistically say, okay, we're going to play these guys?
I'd say 3. 3 or 4 maybe at the most. Again, Shivers might be a situational guy and so forth, but I think 3. Those 3 have got to get it done.
Chip, again, to